What you done, son? Listen, I see y'all flip the barrel. And I want you to know I'm not even mad, okay? Boy, he's growing, guys. Good Lord. Look at him. Oh, he's excited. He said, here, let me knock this other pig around there about 6 foot. Do y'all like it? Is that good? But $300 off YouTube this month. And I didn't post a lot of videos, but at the end I could see, towards the end of the month, I know if I didn't post some content, I wasn't going to make that $300 mark, you know what I mean? But, you know, and probably $150 in eggs, that was pretty good. Now that the YouTube and the eggs will pay to feed the hogs, I'm sure of that. And I get the most views out of ginseng season, ginseng digging, than I do anything. Where I live, people don't raise hogs. That's why I'm starting. I'll tell you something else too. The way the economy is, you just don't never know. Gas is outrageous, people. It's outrageous. And every night for the past 3 or 4 nights, look here, I fried me up a pork steak, you know, that from my last hogs I had, and cornbread, pinto beans, you know. That's a cheap meal. I don't have to eat out. And look here, it's way better than any of the stuff that you can buy from a restaurant. It's been so good. But I got to get to work. I'm going to take y'all up here and show y'all the house and stuff and let y'all look at it. I'll see y'all up there. Alright, y'all, I want to show y'all the house here. Now this, like I said, man, my wife has killed ourselves, especially my little wife, to get this done. But check it out. Stained it yesterday. I love that color. I can't wait to put my deer heads up here. Now, this has been going on for a while. And Micah didn't have his own room. See, this house was very small. So we boxed in half of the living room and kitchen so Micah could have a room. And honestly, we should have done that last. Should have got this built first. But all they got to do now is put the fireplace in and the floors, and she'll be done. And pinto beans are working me over. But I want to show y'all what we've been enjoying so far the most. This right here is what we've been enjoying the most, people. Yesterday evening, me and Jackie, we was so wore out. We was sitting out here rocking in the rocking chairs. And it was kind of cool. I was sitting here like this and I was going, you know, I look over and she's over like, you know, just dead. And I just kept watching her sitting in the rocking chair. And she looked and she said, what is it? And I said, I don't know how we got here, you know. And we died laughing, but it's just been, it's about cleaned us out. But our house is about to be big enough that we can actually live in it for the first time. And we got a front porch so we can sit and watch cars go by and be nosy. It's a good place to grow old. But I just wanted to show y'all this. But as far as the chickens go, I cut back 10 or 15 laying hens. Now that's going to cut into the eggs. But I would lock them up and they'd come up here and they'd, you know, crap all over the porch, sidewalks, constantly have to spray stuff off. So by cutting back 10 to 15 laying hens, that's helped a lot. And the fox is he's still butchering them left and right. So I'm trying to keep them in the pens and trying to, you know, all that stuff. So that'll work. But me and Mike's got to go up on the lease and dig some running gingers. He's loading the four-wheeler up right now. And let's head up on the lease and get to work. I'm kind of nervous a little bit. It's been, like I said, it's been raining for 2 weeks. Sun's out today. I know snakes are going to be out, and this place we're going is terrible by snakes, but we got to get these plants up for the nursery. Let's get with it. And we got to dig a bunch of ferns too, a bunch of ferns. That'll be probably next few weeks, I guess, or something. And then bluebells, of course. Today's video is going to be a lot of talking. Red mule, you can't go digging, son. You get on a snake. You get on a big snake. He said, listen, y'all need me to protect you from wolves and other critters that'll bite you. Because I can maul them. Old red mule. He's a good one, boy. I feel that I have successfully tamed this peg. Ain't I tamed you, Paula? Caroline's just, she's like the untamable sow. Okay? I think we should get Malcolm some feet. This is another interruption into your video. Alright, y'all. He's way up in the mountains on the lease here. Dig some ginger, and I think, not sure, but we may end up after that going and getting hepaticas. My wife needs them, and it's a long ride up in there, so we may have to get those too. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. All right, y'all. Heading up in here on the other side of that ravine. Seen a bunch of ginseng. I've never been on this side. The gingers are way up there on top of that bluff. There's a few through here, not many though. Okay. We gotta head up that gully. Snake heaven. Alright, y'all. That right there is them gingers. See these heart-shaped leaves? I remember last time I was in here, left a pretty nice patch up here. Man, everything is wet and slick today. Looks a good place for a big rattlesnake. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, I see some nice clumps up through there. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to shut this camera off, guys. I gotta climb that bank right there. Well, hello, Malcolm. You're getting a touch on the fat side, ain't you? He said, I'm a peg. Well, there's some nice ones right here. Last time we was up in here, I see a nice patch right over there. She's rough in here, fellers. She's rough. Mike's down there. That's actually a pretty nice patch right over there. I gotta figure out how to get over there. I'm not sure where we was at last time. I think right there's where I dug last time. Pretty sure. Time flies. It's been over a month and a half ago. Every bit of it. Right here want some, guys. Nice patch right here. Nice patch. Nice patch right up there. Nice patch right here. Look right here, what a patch. Alright. Guys, look here, what a jack in the pulpit. That is a monster. Alright, I'm gonna get the camera set up and me and Mike's gonna get started on these. Alright, y'all. Mike's about to set it in on these things. I cleaned out the brush a little bit in here. It's real bad about getting on snakes when you first get in a place. So I broke the brush back some. You just take and take your fork and just shake and rake these things up. Look at there, what a clump. I hope y'all can see me. Well, that's a nice clump right there. The only bad thing about it is these things like kind of muddy ground. That's alright. You just have to, takes a little more time to shake them out. Twist these tops off. Guys, that right there's some monsters. These things smell so good. You smell them? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do.
They got a real good smell. So blessed, y'all, to be able to do this right here. Most people have to go to a factory or something. So blessed. But if you don't know the woods and know where the plants are, you'll never make it. It takes 20, 30 years to learn where stuff is good enough to make a living. And see, I'm the third generation doing this of my family. But me and Mike found these the other day. Back in the, I think in the winter time. Can't remember. It ain't been long. Alright, I'm going to put you guys on time lapse and me and him's going to get to work. All I can smell is the smell of ginger. It's so stale. I like digging these. Look here. It's good. There's a bunch in there. Six right there. Man, they look so good. You're gonna taste delicious, you know it. Caroline, get up here and get petted. Get up here and get petted. Eat some dog food. I'll scratch you on the back. You'll learn to love me for it. You'll learn to love me for it, Caroline. Look, she's just not friendly. Not friendly at all. But boy, if you'll learn to be friendly, I'll learn to love you. Here's a bloodroot. Top's done dead on it. I nicked it with my fork. See, it looks like it's bleeding. Bury him back in the ground. First things first. Get these logs out of here. Hopefully, if there is a snake in here, I'll get it moving before I sit on it. Usually what I'll do is I'll dig and clean out a spot to sit down that I know is safe. I'll be honest with y'all, financially, I don't think we could afford right now for me to get bit by a snake. Well, I know we couldn't. That would really hurt us bad. I've been in some good plants today. I've noticed that there ain't near as much ginseng on this side as across on the other side of the holler. And if my battery don't run dead, well, there's some down there by the four-wheeler. I'll show y'all a nice patch. Okay. All right. Guys, I've been doing this before and hit and jerk a big rattlesnake, not a big rattlesnake, but one about this long. Jerked it right up, it hit me in the belly, and it was like slinging its head trying to bite. And what I done is I had stuck and cut a chunk out of it. it was so mad. I was like, wah! Guys, I just had to show y'all that. That is crazy. Man, look here. Look at that. That is wild, buddy. Be able to get in them like that. Alright, I'm going to get back with it, y'all. There will be times in this video where we will interrupt it to pet pigs, okay? Even the ones that ain't friendly. But this one is. This one is, you know it. What about you? He said, no, I hate people. You cut my nuts out. But that camera stand, that's gonna come in handy ginseng season. Last year, y'all loved everybody loved my ginseng digging videos, and I had a real crappy stand. Well, this year, I'll be able to stand it up and dig the fart up. Y'all, look how big these ginger are. Them are monsters. I guess that's the biggest ones I ever dug. And there's a little blood root in there that I chopped up. Just dropped it. Here we go. That cool? Look at these ginger, man. Good Lord. Look here. Goodness gracious. Holy moly. Them are monsters. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 giant gingers right there. And 1 scratch, guys. I mean, a handful of them. Look at that. Malcolm, that's your new water trough. What are you doing in it? You're not supposed to be in that. He said, well, it's hot outside. I don't want to hear it, okay? Guys, that son of a gun is growing big time. Look how fat I've already got him. That's my pigs, boys. Oh. She's straight up, y'all. I ain't just saying that. I mean, it's really straight up. Ooh, I hate reaching down and stuff like that. You do this long enough, I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna get on snakes. It's just the way it is. Look at that. Hard times are real. There's dusty fields, no matter where you're going. Battery's back gone, guys. I appreciate y'all watching. There's Micah up there. He's in such a good mood today. But I'm getting wore out. I'm gonna finish this patch up. And I'll see y'all back at the house. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna get Mike to strap these sacks down, and I'm gonna walk over here and show y'all a patch of ginseng. I just seen some ginseng walking down, and I've videoed this same patch several times. I just like looking at it. Micah spotted it from the four-wheeler, moving at a pretty good pace. But I've raised him up, man, where he can see ginseng. You're not going to find another kid his age that is that good. You might find the kids his age that can find it, not like him. I guarantee you that. Of course, he's my boy. You know what I mean? But let's see. Somewhere down through here, I see it right yonder. Here. 4 prone, 4 prone, 3 prone, 4 prone, and 4 prone. And there's a 3 prone uphill. And I've not been up through there and looked, or down below the road. And both look good. But I appreciate y'all guys watching. We got a long rough ride out of here. Appreciate all the great comments, man. And just y'all stopping by to watch it. That's so cool. But I'm fixing to go home, gather eggs, and play with the pigs. And my oldest son's got a basketball game tonight. So I'll see y'all on the next one.